Alright, so in this lecture we are going to talk about domain and WordPress, and I'm going to start from scratch because I know a lot of you don't know even the difference between these. So if you are familiar with what is a domain and a host, you can skip this lecture. Also, of course, you can come here to the web page and take a look at the platforms that we have. You can use each of them, or you can just skip the first part that I explained what these are and go for the explanation that which of these platforms is better to use according to your situation. So first of all, what is domain? Well, imagine that you have a house, right? So your house has an address. So you want to tell your people, tell your friends that, all right, for example, this evening come to my a place, okay? So you need to give them an address so they can come and visit you, right? That address is the same thing as domain here. The domain is the address of your website, okay? So if someone wants to come and visit your website and see the information on your website, they have to come, they have to use your domain as an address. They have to write it down or select the link, click on the link and come, right? So there are, I introduced 3 different platforms here. You can use any of them. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you which one to use according to what the different situations that you have. For example, the first one is Namecheap, GoDaddy, and we have Google Domains. There are a lot of other websites that provides domains and hosts. We get to the host in a minute. You can buy your domain from any platform out there, and one thing it is better to do is to buy your host and domain from the same place, okay? The reason is because they get connected easier, especially if you are a beginner and these things are very new to you. To make your work easier, for example, you can go to the Namecheap and buy your host and domain, both of them from Namecheap, later when you want to start your website. If you want to get, for example, use GoDaddy, you can do the same. But if you buy your domain and host from different places, there are some addresses on your domain that you have to, there are some addresses on your host. You have to take these addresses, put them into your domain. They are called name servers to connect these two together. It's not complicated, but it makes your work more, right? So to avoid that, you can buy them from the same place. So let's take a look at the first one, Namecheap. Let me open all of them. All right, so this is Namecheap. They have domains, they have hosting, WordPress, apps, and security stuff. So here you can come and search for, let's come to the domain. I'm not sure if you're there. All right, so for example, whatever you want to do, as an example, I'm gonna select, for example, the domain of my own website. Of course, it shouldn't be available because I already have it. So, this one is registered in 2016, so it is not available, but it is giving me the other offers. For example, for .NET, it is $12. And if I come down, for example, this one, Puyati.xyz, it's $1 per year, right? For the first year, it is just $1. And if you want to, in a moment when we get here, there is a platform that I want to introduce. You don't need to pay anything for it to practice WordPress and to create a sample website. But in any case, if it didn't work for you, if you face some errors that you couldn't fix, you can always come back here. This is the cheapest way possible beside that platform. So you can come here, buy a domain for a year for $1. And also, if you pay attention here, it is written EasyWP, WP, which stands for Easy WordPress. The first month is also $1. After that, it will be for, I think, $3 or $4. But anyway, for the first month to practice, you can only pay $2 and start practicing. Okay, so that was a side information if you face any problem along the way with the other platform that I'm going to introduce. So these are the domains. As you can see, some of them are very expensive, some of them are cheaper. So you can come here, select your domain, and also add to cart the Easy WordPress, or you can come here. This is for hosting. In a moment, again, we will come back to it. Here's GoDaddy. Again, you can write your domain here and it will search and you can buy it. For example, my website, my domain and my host are both right now on GoDaddy. And then we have Google domain. It's the same thing but from Google, right? So let me close this. This is all about domain. If you have any question about it, you can, under this video, there is a part written question and answer section. You can write it down and I will respond to your questions as fast as I can. So in general, that was all about domain, and let's talk about host on the next lecture.